Did you know that the glass of milk you drink every morning could cause serious health problems after the age of 60? Milk has long been associated with strength, strong bones, and good health. But recent studies have started to reveal another side that may not be in favor of older adults. After turning 60, the human body changes significantly and becomes more sensitive to certain foods that were easily tolerated in younger years. Many believe that milk is the perfect source of calcium and protein. But the truth is that excessive consumption or drinking it under certain health conditions can lead to completely opposite results. From digestive issues to its potential impact on bone and heart health, there are things everyone at this age should know. In this video, we will uncover when milk can become more harmful than beneficial and what healthy alternatives can protect your body without exposing you to these risks. A few months ago, a friend of mine named John, a retired professor aged 67, told me that he had started experiencing uncomfortable bloating after breakfast. He used to drink a large glass of milk every morning, believing it helped maintain his bone health. Over time, John noticed a heavy feeling in his stomach and unpleasant cramps after drinking milk. At first, he didn't pay much attention and thought these symptoms were normal with aging. But after a while, tests revealed high cholesterol levels and some signs of weakened bones, which shocked him greatly. After consulting his doctor, he discovered that his body no longer digested lactose as it did in his youth, and milk had become a burden on his digestive system rather than a source of benefit. This experience made him reconsider his entire diet. As we age, the production of the enzyme lactase in the digestive system decreases. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down lactose sugar found in milk. When lactase levels drop, digesting milk becomes more difficult, leading to uncomfortable symptoms such as bloating, gas, intestinal cramps, and sometimes diarrhea. Many older adults attribute these symptoms to general stomach problems without realizing that milk may be the main cause. This condition is known as lactose intolerance and is very common after the age of 60. The problem is that continuing to consume milk despite these symptoms can lead to chronic irritation of the intestines and poor absorption of certain nutrients. Therefore, it is important to pay attention to the signals your body sends and not ignore them, especially if these problems appear immediately after drinking milk. Although milk is known as a rich source of calcium that supports bone health, its effect after the age of 60 can be somewhat complex. Some studies indicate that consuming large amounts of milk does not always lead to stronger bones, as commonly believed. In fact, some older adults suffer from osteoporosis despite regularly drinking milk. One reason is that the body becomes less efficient at absorbing calcium with age due to changes in the digestive system and hormonal balance. Additionally, excessive milk consumption may increase acidity in the body, which can cause the body to use calcium from the bones to balance itself, negatively affecting bone density. Therefore, it is important to monitor the amount of milk consumed and not rely solely on it as a source of calcium, but rather diversify calcium sources in the diet. Although milk is considered a rich source of vitamins and minerals, some types, especially whole milk, contain high levels of saturated fats that may negatively affect blood cholesterol levels. As we age, the heart becomes more vulnerable to problems, and high cholesterol can increase the risk of atherosclerosis and heart disease. Some older adults who consume large amounts of milk may experience elevated levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, which increases strain on the heart and blood vessels. Additionally, whole milk can contribute to weight gain, another factor that raises the risk of heart disease. For these reasons, doctors often recommend reducing the intake of whole milk or replacing it with low-fat options or plant-based alternatives to maintain heart health. As we age, kidney function naturally declines, making them less efficient at filtering waste and fluids from the body compared to before. Consuming milk, especially in large amounts, can add extra strain on the kidneys due to its high calcium and protein content. Elevated calcium levels in the blood or urine as a result of excessive milk intake may increase the risk of kidney stone formation, a common condition that causes severe pain and health complications in older adults. Additionally, people with chronic kidney disease should be particularly cautious when consuming milk, as excessive amounts may worsen their condition and accelerate kidney function decline. For this reason, it is essential to monitor milk intake within the diet and consult a doctor regularly to check kidney function, especially after the age of 60. Paying attention to this helps prevent serious health complications and preserves quality of life. After the age of 60, the brain faces increasing challenges due to natural changes in the structure and function of its nerve cells. Consuming large amounts of milk may indirectly affect brain health, especially if it causes increased inflammation or fluctuations in blood sugar levels. Some studies suggest that the saturated fats found in whole milk may promote chronic inflammation, which is linked to cognitive decline and a higher risk of diseases such as dementia and Alzheimer's. Additionally, milk can raise insulin levels, which may negatively impact brain function over time. On the other hand, lactose intolerance and digestive disorders may lead to deficiencies in certain nutrients essential for the brain due to poor absorption. Therefore, it is important for older adults to monitor the type and amount of milk they consume and seek healthy alternatives that support brain health while reducing risks associated with fats and inflammation. There are certain health conditions that make consuming milk risky or unsuitable for older adults, especially after the age of 60. First, people with lactose intolerance are the most affected. Their bodies lack the enzyme lactase responsible for digesting lactose sugar found in milk, leading to unpleasant symptoms such as bloating, gas, cramps, and diarrhea. Second, patients with advanced osteoporosis may need to carefully monitor their milk intake, as some studies suggest that excessive milk consumption might not be as beneficial for them as commonly believed. Third, individuals with kidney problems, especially those with impaired kidney function, should avoid consuming large amounts of milk because it adds strain on the kidneys due to its protein and calcium content. Fourth, those with a history of heart disease or high cholesterol should be mindful of the type of milk they consume and preferably avoid whole milk and products high in saturated fats. Additionally, people allergic to milk protein need to avoid it entirely. Finally, individuals suffering from digestive issues or inflammatory bowel conditions may find that milk worsens their symptoms. In all these cases, it is recommended to consult a doctor before adding or removing milk from the diet to ensure overall health is maintained. If you experience problems with milk after the age of 60, there are many healthy alternatives that can easily replace it. One of the most popular alternatives is almond milk, which contains fewer calories and is lactose-free. while being rich in vitamins and minerals like vitamin E and fortified calcium. Oat milk is also an excellent choice for those seeking a plant-based drink high in fiber and easy to digest, fortified with calcium and protein. Coconut milk offers a distinctive flavor and creamy texture and is often used in cooking and beverages. Besides these liquid alternatives, calcium and protein can be obtained from other food sources such as dark leafy greens, like spinach and kale, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, like salmon and sardines. Consuming a variety of these foods ensures you receive the necessary nutrients without the problems associated with traditional milk. Always make sure to read the ingredients on commercial milk alternatives to avoid added sugars or unhealthy artificial substances. In conclusion, it is very important to remember that the body changes with age, and what was beneficial in youth may not be the same after the age of 60. Drinking milk may be suitable for some, but can pose risks for others due to digestive, heart, kidney, and bone issues we discussed. Therefore, never make drastic changes to your diet without consulting a doctor or nutritionist, especially if you have chronic illnesses or are taking medications. A doctor can accurately assess your health condition and guide you toward the most suitable dietary choices. Also, pay attention to how your body reacts after consuming milk or its alternatives, and if you notice any uncomfortable symptoms, stop consuming it and seek medical advice. Maintaining a balanced and varied diet is the key to good health after 60, and being aware of these points helps you make the right decisions to protect your health and quality of life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all new content about health and nutrition for seniors. Share the video with those you care about, and let's live a healthy and long life together.